entering settings screen you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, Sam. Mike 57, Mike 57. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Here we go, young lady. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
On first down, Darnold. He finds his running back, Mixon. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Open man is Uzana. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me. But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
49, check 49.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Mixon on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Let's go, right here. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Crunch time, defense. Hey, check. Lucky.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen. Check. 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jackson Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Smooth. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. Yo, 80. It's your leg. Well, hey, we're going Mike 40. Mike 40. All day, dog. Whip. Watch the whip.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And less than a yard.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Darnold a sneak, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Exit. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Switch.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Mike 56. Right here.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Darnold now to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. The quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Darnold from the gun. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check Mike. Check Mike. 57 to Mike. 50. Keep going. Oh, keep
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Darnold now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
General West.
Slam, slam, slam. Save. Ready? Let's 57's Mike. Guys, it's a good situation. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break. Darnold lets it go for Nelson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Get ready.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Slam.
Now a give right side. Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 24 yards.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, watch the slant.
Running on first down, Eckler. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check, crunch. Watch safety creep. Check nickel. Go.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see
Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have the short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here's Darnold. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a line.
And he's in! Touchdown, Bengals! It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals are in for 6. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
by the time we have to leave
the booth.
Darquez Denard there to make the tackle. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there?
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming. You better get set. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 46 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jim.
Now a give, right side. Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the shit. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Jackson, options out left. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. They'll run on first down. Swift. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Let's make these bigger. Back home, yo. Where'd he go?
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Let's get off the field, D. Watch twist. Watch the twist. He's checking.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up. 36. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Undercut. Slam.
They run the counter. Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there, with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Go, go. Shit up, shit up. 53. 56. Check 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want go. You don't want it. Alert 3, alert 3.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Buying time to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
80. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now it's Darnold, and he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Darnold to throw again. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Check 25, check 25, check 25.
And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
56, Mike, 56. I got him. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Man, I got you.
This time Jackson will throw it, finding room to the 20. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
6 years right here. We got to
Now this time he'll look to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And now the offense for the Bengals being called back out as they'll try to add on 2 more.
57 Mike.
Hey, Echo.
I want that. Give me that ball, Pete.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's bring it. 56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? To